Set against the magnificent backdrop of the Alps in January, Montecarlo provided the venue for the first round of the 1999 FIA World Rally Championship. As the oldest event of its kind, the Monte Carlo Rally carries much prestige, in addition to presenting the teams and drivers with challenges unique to the Principality.
Monte Carlo Rally is the one that everybody wants to win. Everybody would like to win this rally, but you can get so many different weather conditions and road conditions, ice, snow, dry tarmac.
On this rally, more than any other, tyre choice is critical, and Michelin and Pirelli came prepared, providing many different types of tyre to meet the varied surfaces. When a stage starts in one valley, heads over the mountain and then ends in another, conditions can change several times, all in just a few miles.
To get every tyre choice absolutely correct, it's very, very difficult indeed. Very difficult rally to win.
Ford debuted their new Focus World Rally car in Monte Carlo, with freshly signed Colin McRae leading the Blue Oval's charge. But the team would start under appeal after a technical infringement was found with the car's water pump. The event was also the first for Skoda at World Rally level, but due to engine software problems, the team would not even take the start.
For Carlos was last year on the last stage. For me, it's even before the ramp this year.
Leg 1 consisted of 5 stages, the first over 48 kilometres long. Tommy Mäkinen was the fastest driver over that icy stage to end the day second overall. Carlos Sainz's season didn't start so well. That was the first of 2 accidents for the Spaniard, the second ending his rally.
Later on the bonnet of the car I couldn't see at all, and in another place with ice I went definitely off.
Colin McRae won the final 2 stages to end the leg in 6th.
6 crest, 54 left plus tightens into slow 3 right over narrow bridge.
4-time world champion Juha Kankkunen demonstrated his vast experience, placing his Subaru Impreza 3rd overall. The Finn drove consistently to negotiate the treacherous conditions of the early stages, a feat Didier Auriol couldn't quite match.
Attention, gauche 5, attention. Je te l'ai dit, Didier. Trop tard, Denis, tu m'as dit. Eh merde, tiens, je vais chier. Trop tard, Denis. Quand tu me l'annonces. Eh merde!
Mistake of Denis, it's when he tell me ice braking, he says it's too late and just go off. But that can happen.
The Frenchman wasn't the only driver having problems with pace notes.
Nice, baby. Sake. 20. Left plus lob and tightens.
That incident dropped Burns to 10th. Piero Liati had a much better day. Winner of this event in '97, the Italian set the 3rd fastest time on the opening stage to lie 4th overnight. Freddie Loix had a terrible start to the championship. The Belgian was caught out on an icy corner, damaging his radiator, and would take no further part in the event. Gilles Panizzi, driving a privately entered Subaru, was the sensation of the day. Quickest over the 3rd stage, he had a 6-second lead over Mäkinen by the end of stage 5. The second leg of the rally took the drivers from Gap to Monaco, over 155 kilometres of special stages. A cold and early morning awaited Gilles Panizzi, running first on the road. The Frenchman got off to a good start, posting the fastest time over the 6th stage. However, an incorrect tyre choice later in the day, coupled with a stall, cost the Subaru driver time and dropped him to 2nd behind Tommy Mäkinen. The Mitsubishi driver won 2 of the day's stages, finishing the leg with a comfortable cushion of 1 minute 45 seconds. With 4 stages left to run, the team looked good for its 5th consecutive win. Juha Kankkunen and co-driver Juha Repo maintained their consistency, quickest over the 8th stage to retain 3rd place on the leaderboard for the final leg. Liati couldn't sustain his pace though, losing his brakes with 2 stages to go, dropping back to 9th. Bruno Thierry started the day in 5th, but failed to get to grips with the 99 Impreza and fell to 6th place. Colin McRae won the last stage of the day, lifting him to 4th. While Francois Delacour, winner of the event in '94, lay only 26 seconds behind the works outfit in last year's Escort. Didier Auriol made up some of the time he lost the previous day, moving up 1 place to 7th. The third and final leg consisted of 109 kilometres of special stages, the first of which would prove decisive. Tommy Mackinnon would struggle on that opening stage, losing time in the treacherous conditions.
Sitten oikein eri jäässä.
That incident could have proved very costly, except that his rival Gilles Panizzi was to suffer worse. The privateer slid wide and rolled after hitting a patch of black ice, putting an end to the Frenchman's rally. Juha Kankkunen was the beneficiary.
40, long medium left.
Passing Panizzi on the leaderboard as well as on the road moved the Finn into second place.
70, flat right 100, medium right tightens, to K right and long medium left.
A good tyre choice helped Colin McRae post the quickest time on the day's second stage, placing the Focus a very credible third on its debut. But if he is disqualified when the appeal is heard, the highest place forward would be a privateer. Francois Delacour ran as high as third on the final day. Posting the second quickest time on stage 14 meant he entered the final section in a three-way battle for 4th place. Bruno Thierry looked good for that place after setting the second fastest time on the opening stage, but a puncture dropped him to 6th. The Subaru driver's misfortune was to benefit Didier Auriol. The Toyota driver was quickest over the final section to secure 4th. Pierre Liatti drove the Seat to 7th overall. Mackinnon was rarely among the quickest drivers on the final day. The Finn could afford to ease off with Panizzi out and still take victory by over a minute and a half.
100 ja pitkä vasen plus. Ja se on saatana siinä. Jep.
Long 3 days in extremely difficult condition, and I mean, I have to be more than happy.
This was Mackinnon's and Mitsubishi's first win in the Principality, and also the rugby-based outfit's 5th consecutive victory. A great start to the reigning champions' title defence. Confirmation of the results, Mackinnon domination. A good debut for the Ford Focus, but McRae's result was only provisional. Auriol took the points for third after Ford lost their appeal and McRae was excluded. Liatti took the final point.